Thanks, Tucker.
Federal Judge Emmett Sullivan has appointed a retired judge to argue against the Justice Department's motion to dismiss charges against Mike Flynn and instead make the case for sending him to prison. For real. Jean Pirro hosts Justice with Judge Jean every Saturday. She's also author of the book Radicals, Resistance, and Revenge. We're happy to have her on tonight. Judge, why would this judge, and that was confusingly worded on my part, but this judge has asked another judge to make the case to send Mike Flynn to prison. What would be the purpose in that, given what we know?
You know, Tucker, from the time that I spent on a bench, and it was not a federal bench, but it was a trial bench, as this one is. It is absolutely foreign to any judge to even consider bringing in another judge to co-pilot a case. Understand this. This is a case that involves the government and a defendant, the United States, Michael Flynn. The judge has an obligation to rule on the case before him. It is not complicated. It is a motion to dismiss with one of the most factual, affidavit-laden support in terms of the evidence behind it to support the application to dismiss. It's a ministerial move that this judge apparently doesn't want to make. So he has to bring in another judge who, by the way, is a Clinton-appointed retired federal judge. This is not something that needs to be done because the motion makes it clear that because there were missing FBI notes found in the law firm where Eric Holder was a partner, and because the defendant, Michael Flynn, there was no predicate for him to be investigated in the first place. He was told he didn't need an attorney and then was denied effective assistance of counsel. All these wrongdoings done by the federal government and the FBI. And then now what you have is the Department of Justice saying, we want to dismiss this. We want to right a wrong. This is not complicated. And now they want to bring in the clowns. This morning, it was all the retired Watergate attorneys who want to come in. And now we're going to bring in someone else to tell the judge how to rule. He's been a judge for 30 years.
May I ask you a question? Hold on. If you just take 3 steps back, here's a guy who's going to prison for lying in a case in which we have handwritten notes from an FBI official saying, should we get him to lie so we can send him to jail or get him fired? If he was an armed robber, I would defend him. Are there actually people in Washington with a straight face saying he should go to jail?
Yes, because it has become the politicization of the criminal justice system. We saw it in the Kavanaugh hearings with the denial of the presumption of innocence. We are seeing further pillars being destroyed in this particular case.
Yeah, that's right.
This defendant was someone that was targeted by the judge. This judge needs to recuse himself. He should be embarrassed to put a robe on. He tells the defendant, who's facing 5 years, as the prosecutor considered charging you for treason, which is death penalty. He says you're an embarrassment to the country. This judge doesn't belong on that case. And now what he's doing is he's poisoning the 2020 election by trying to make it look like Bill Barr, who's one of the most honorable, effective attorney generals we've ever had, not a wingman like Eric Holder. He's trying to destroy the whole thing so that Barr looks like the villain here. And by the way, what happened to Joe Biden this morning was a body blow with the revealing of his being one of the individuals. He's in deep trouble right now.
But he can plausibly say, I don't remember. So he's got that going.
I agree. He doesn't remember anything.
There's an upside to going soft. Exactly. Judge Jean, great to see you. Thank you.